Haribo. Oh, Baba. Haribo. What's your name now?
Still 100.
I think, okay. It's now spiritual. Haribo. Good to see you in Vrindavan. Is there a harmonium? No? Yes? No? Please. No? Yes, no. Yes. Okay. Yes. So, who is the Mridanga? Good, please, somebody. Kuwala, you are good. Huh? Yes, yes. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, it's a blessing, this harmonium. Alright. Now we open. So, it's all in Vrindavan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So this is a high pitch. Srila Prabhupada used to sing in this high pitch. So please try to follow this high pitch. If I manage. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopichana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopichana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jai Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Nita Gaura Haribol, 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 Haribol. Thank you. Hare Krishna. It's my wife here. But I need her for some word if I pronounce wrongly, she might help me in Croatian. Okay? It's okay? Yeah? Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Hendrik. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajacacharya Ashtotara Shachi Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Srimad Bhagavatam Grantaraj ki Gaur Premanande. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru Gauranga. Om Jnanatimidandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padhan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Prabhu's Matajis. So we are having continuation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yesterday was Chaitanya Charitamrita, yeah? And today we are continuing with Srimad Bhagavatam with 71st chapter of 10th canto. Is it? Yes. 71. The Lord travels to Indraprastha. So some of you are here regular, some viewers, Hare Krishna, dear viewers from the YouTube, whoever will look this in future or now. If you just joined, we will make a short overview of what was going on until this verse which we have today. Short overview, and then we will continue with this verse of today, because in this will serve as that we can get more rasa, or get some memory, recall some purification as well. Okay, so we can start from the daily activities of Lord Krishna. Isn't it beautiful? We have description of daily activities which were 5,000 years ago. Imagine that. Daily activities of Lord Krishna, which starts with, they start how? With one animal. Daily activities of Lord Krishna start with one animal. How you call it in Hindi?
Rooster.
Huh?
Rooster.
No name in Hindi. Huh? Anybody? Loud? Nobody. Yes? This rooster in English, rooster. Mura. Ah, okay, mura. Mura. So this mura starts. We see how we have natural alarm clocks. Huh? There's no need for alarm clock. We have natural alarm clocks. There's Brahma Muhurta is there, rooster is there. And then the queens start to curse the rooster, queens of Lord Krishna, because that means he is getting up. No more embrace. He's getting up. So they're cursing the rooster, the queens. And then Lord Krishna wakes up, he touches the water, then starts to meditate. Then he takes bath in the sanctified water. And then starts again meditating himself, etc., etc. This is a different chapter. But one interesting thing from these daily activities of Lord Krishna is that he used to offer namaskar to the demigods. Lord Krishna, he was offering obeisances to demigods, to the pitris, to the forefathers, to brahmanas, to the cows, and it is said to all living entities. This is text number 10 from the previous chapter. He used to offer obeisances to all living entities, Lord Krishna himself, God. So he was teaching in this way, that we can offer obeisances to all living entities, even devotees, to be a little bit sarcastic. Who understands? Hare Krishna. Yeah. So, and then after he's giving a lot of charity, a lot of gifts around, and then just when he gifted everybody, including his wives, queens, his friends, ministers, then he's enjoying himself. Some of those. So he puts himself last. And then he's going to the Saborska zgrada, to this hall, Sudharma, where they have a meeting. And then in this meeting, Lord Krishna was sitting and everybody was worshipping him, and then one interesting person came there. They never saw him before. And he was inaugurated inside, and then he offered obeisances, and he was a messenger. Messenger of kings that are imprisoned. 20,000 kings imprisoned by great demon. King Jarasandha. So you heard on Sunday, Prabhuji, who was giving here class, he spoke about Jarasandha, whose son he was and how he came to be Jarasandha. And then Lord Krishna heard the beautiful prayers of kings via this messenger. They asked him to liberate them. And after this messenger, next person who came in, Narada Muni, he said with mass of matted golden locks. So you can imagine how he was looking like, I don't know, the mass of golden locks. Narada Muni appeared there, that's how it is described. And then Lord Krishna was glorifying Narada Muni and offering his obeisances to Narada Muni. And then asked Narada, what did Pandavas intend to do? Please tell us, O Narada, you know. So Narada Muni informed Krishna what Pandavas intend to do. King Yudhishthira, he wants to establish himself with the Rajasuya Yagya as a king of all. But there is a big obstacle there. Who is that? Jarasandha is a big, huge obstacle there. Because he even won Krishna. He defeated Krishna in last battle. So when devotees hear this, when we hear how Krishna was defeated, devotees laugh immediately and they enjoy this. Devotees become happy, and those who don't have faith, who are not grounded in faith in Krishna consciousness, they will become very doubtful. Very doubtful. Krishna defeated God? No. Like once I spoke with one person, I was translating some things for him from Sanskrit. I had this big dictionary, so I could do it in Croatian. And then we started speaking, and I told him how Krishna is God, but he ran from the battlefield. He thought, see, it's not God. It cannot be God. I was just laughing. Those who laugh are very fortunate, are blessed, because they have faith in Krishna, big faith in Krishna. Which, because we know when Krishna runs away, he manifests another opulence. And devotees glorify him as Rana Chora. He becomes glorified as one who escaped. This is only possible in devotion, One who escaped. There's no shame when Krishna escaped. No, it's Rana Chora. It's like Krishna. Because he manifested the opulence of renunciation, detachment. And also, he has his plan. He has another plan. He has another plan which is going to be manifest very soon. Okay? And then Krishna asked, not Narada, because he asked Uddhava what to do. And you heard about Uddhava also on Sunday from this Prabhuji. He explained about what the meaning of Uddhava and the exalted nature of Uddhava. And Krishna, he was Krishna's advisor. And Krishna thought, whatever you say, Uddhava, we will comply with that. What was happening? Narada told that Maharaj Yudhishthira wanted to do Rajasuya Yagya, but the Yadavas around the hall, they wanted to defeat Jarasandha. So what to do? So Uddhava suggested that first Jarasandha should be approached. And this is the verse now. It's number 4. So I just repeat number 3. Only one who has conquered, Uddhava says, only one who has conquered all opponents in every direction can perform the Rajasuya sacrifice, O Almighty One. Thus, in my opinion, conquering Jarasandha will serve both purposes. And then text number 4. It's no purport, but we will chant the Sanskrit. And then we'll go to the verse number 5, and we will chant with complete. Yeah, okay. So we have asmākaṁ ca mahān artho etenaiva bhaviṣyati yaśaś tava Govinda rājño baddhān vimuñcataḥ. Let's go quickly through the word for word, all right? Asmākam, for us. Cha, and. Mahān, great. Arthaḥ, again. He, indeed. Etena, by this. Eva, even. Bhaviṣyati, there will be. Yaśaḥ, glory. Cha, and. Tava, for you. Govinda, O Govinda. Rājñaḥ, the kings. Baddhān, imprisoned. Vimuñcataḥ, who will release. By this decision there will be great gain for us, and you will save the kings. So by this decision will be great gain for us, and you will save the kings. Thus, Govinda, you will be glorified. Next text is number 5. I'm going to number 5. So I like to mention when this part of Bhagavatam is there, when we have word for word and everything, there is a nice shloka by Chanakya Pandit. He says, don't let the day passes and that you haven't learned the section of the Shastra or one shloka, or at least a pada, that's quarter of the shloka, or a word. So this is my motivation. Always when there is word for word, you can always learn one word, and after, if you sit in Bhagavatam every day for years, you become Sanskrit scholar. Just by all right. So Savai durviṣaho rājā nāgāyuta-samo bale balinām cānyeṣāṁ bhīmaṁ sama-balaṁ vinā savai durviṣaho rājā nāgāyuta-samo bale balinām cānyeṣāṁ bhīmaṁ sama-balaṁ vinā. Please. Savai durviṣaho rājā nāgāyuta-samo bale balinām cānyeṣāṁ bhīmaṁ sama-balam vinā savai durviṣaho rājā nāgāyuta-samo bale cānyeṣāṁ bhīmaṁ sama-balam vinā. One of the ladies, Matajis. Savai durviṣaho rājā nāgāyuta-samo bale balinām cānyeṣāṁ bhīmaṁ sama-balam vinā. Savai durviṣaho rājā nāgāyuta-samo bale, balinām api cānyeṣāṁ, bhīmaṁ sama-balam. Now can we close our eyes, everyone, please? Can we repeat something? First word. Anybody? Oh, Haribol. Okay, savai. Something. All right. The meaning word for word. Sa, he, Jarasandha. Why? Indeed. Durviṣaho. Invincible. Samaha. Excuse me. Rājā. King. Now comes very interesting word. I never heard this before. Naga. Elephants. What's this? So okay, we'll inquire. We'll investigate about this very interesting word, isn't it? Naga, elephant. What's going on? All right, this is very interesting now for investigation. I'm curious by nature, very curious, so I'm going to investigate about it. I found some nice inputs about it, definitely. New word. Ayuta. To 10,000. Samaha, equal. Bale, in strength. Balinām, among powerful men. Api, indeed. Cha, and. Cānyeṣāṁ, others. Bhīmaṁ, bhīma. Sama-balam, equal in strength. Vina, except for. The invisible, invincible, the invincible king, Jarasandha, is as strong as 10,000 elephants. Indeed, other powerful warriors cannot defeat him. Only Bhīma is equal to him in strength. So this is Uddhava continuing with his advice. And there is a purport on this text which is interesting. Sridhar Swami explains that the Yadavas were extremely eager to kill Jarasandha. And thus to caution them, Sri Uddhava spoke this verse. Jarasandha's death could come only at the hand of Bhīma. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti adds, we have another contribution of another Acharya, adds that Uddhava had previously deduced this from the Jyoti Raga. Jyoti Raga and other astrological scriptures he had learned from his teacher Brihaspati. Interesting, huh? Very interesting. So he, from these scriptures, or it could be also Vidya, which is just audiobook. Before there was only audiobooks. I call like this for joke. Shruti, only Shruti was. Yes. Whether it was a book or no, we don't know. They can investigate. Also, good point for investigation. Whether a book at that time, or was it Shruti, knowledge? All right, Hare Krishna. So we have to extract something from this. We have some time to speak a little bit on this verse itself, which mentions that Jarasandha is strong as 10,000 elephants, and only Bhīma could kill him. So one thing that I remember from class that I was hearing on Sunday, it was text number 3, is that Lord Krishna became perplexed Anybody smiling? And Lord Krishna became perplexed. And he asked for the opinions of others. You see, this is something that devotees relish a lot when Lord Krishna manifests these qualities of a human, of condition like in soul, perplexed. How God can be perplexed? But if not, then what is the point of how can we enjoy with Krishna and he cannot become confused? So he becomes perplexed and asked Uddhava. And Srila Prabhupada mentions beautiful thing in the purport there, that if you remember, that Lord Krishna likes, he enjoys to glorify, to give credit to his devotees. Lord Krishna, since he knows everything, he could have easily, solved the dilemma and offer a perfect solution. But he asked Uddhava. And he also wanted to establish Yudhishthir, King Yudhishthir. So this is what's happening between Lord Krishna. And we see that Yadavas became immediately very eager to kill Jarasandha. But Sri Uddhava warned them, cautioned them here that he is not to be taken so lightly. We know that Jarasandha defeated finally 18th time, 17 times. Can you imagine what is that determination? Can you imagine that? 17 times, one by one. So he had a huge faith in his victory, which he finally achieved by the mercy of Krishna. By Krishna's grace, he finally achieved that victory. Because Krishna ran away. Krishna ran away high in the mountains to accomplish something. Something wonderful. But now, Jarasandha is going to meet an end gradually. His time is coming. His time is coming. And he will be killed by Bhīmaṁ. By Bhīmaṁ. And then Krishna will liberate the 20,000 kings. And then a Rājasuya Yagya can be performed. Because all the kings of the world, they have to agree on King Yudhishthira as a ruler. So there will be no point, because Jarasandha would never agree. He would never agree on Yudhishthira as a ruler. So that's how it was settled. So the plan was devised, we know that. The plan was devised. Very wise Uddhava. Because, Jarasandha could think he could summon his army. So, very cleverly Uddhava suggested that Bhima goes disguised as a Brahmana. Because Jarasandha, although evil person, he was very dedicated to Brahmanas. Interesting character, isn't it? Very interesting. And Mahabharata is actually so deep, not to be, how we say, not erastimate, opposite, podcijenjena, underestimated, not to be underestimated, Mahabharata, because we hear it was written for the Dvijabandhus, Stri, Shudras and Dvijabandhus, Mahabharata. But today, who is a Shudra even today? Nobody is even Shudra today. Shudra have to have some qualities to be a Shudra. Today is just pride rules. Mlechas, Yavanas and pride. This is what rules today. And duplicity. So we should not underestimate Mahabharata by thinking it's a lower Shastra. It's so deep and instructive. And there is Lord Krishna there as well. Lord Krishna is there, appears. So there, you see one of the characters which is very complex is Jarasandha. Dedicated to Brahmanas. He would give his life. If Bhima would say, please cut off your head, who knows, maybe he would die. You don't know. But they had also some, rivalry, some virya, what's that? Viteštvo. Yeah, chivalry, yeah. So that's the Kshatriyas, these are the Kshatriyas. Amazing how they were living at that time. What the qualities of those men. Imagine you fight with your enemy the whole day, and when the sun sets, you go and chat with each other. You have to. Today, we don't have this adhikar. Nobody has this adhikar. Today, war is going on. We see how bombing the innocent people. So these were hugely exalted personalities. So when we read about it from that age, it's not so easy to grasp it if you really want to understand. So Jarasandha was a complex person, obviously, complex personality. But he was also, Lord Krishna killed his not nephew, it's, Kamsa married 2 daughters of Jarasandha. Son-in-law. Yeah. Kamsa was his son-in-law, and Krishna killed his son-in-law. So, obviously he was full of hate towards Krishna also. And it is said that when Jarasandha defeated Krishna in this last 18th battle, then he became so proud. And that's why he imprisoned all those kings. Because he thought, oh, now I defeated Krishna, I'm invincible, I'm really invincible. He was keeping those kings imprisoned, 20,000 kings. So obviously he wanted to rule the world. Obviously he wanted to subjugate all the world. Who knows, he would be maybe a good ruler. But he was enemy of Krishna, and he was enemy of Krishna, and obviously his ways were not so good by imprisoning all those kings. So ultimately, I don't want to spoil the continuation of the Leela. We know that ultimately Jarasandha was defeated, and Lord Krishna saved the 20,000 kings. But even before this happened, even before all these things happened, the wives of the kings, the wives of those kings, they were singing the glories of Krishna, how he will kill Jarasandha and liberate those kings. See, it was already known, rumors, who could say, prayers, rumors, and Krishna, they were having this hope that Krishna will do this, So they were singing how Krishna, they had this faith that Lord Krishna will kill Jarasandha and liberate the kings, and it happened so. It did happen so. Okay. Another short here thing is about astrological scriptures. Interesting, They had so much knowledge. They had a vast knowledge because they were, imagine, it's difficult to connect because where we live today, we don't have contact with Earth. Since the electricity has been founded with huge advantages, we don't anymore look at the stars. We don't know. Before, people knew just by looking at the stars what is the time, what is the day, what's going on. They knew all those nakshatras, how they exchange during the day and night, and what energy they bring up. So knowledgeable, so much knowledge was there. So this knowledge today is lost mostly. There is available, we can use it. Some devotees use it on their personals. It will serve to somebody. Krishna will give you sign, he is our guide. He will give you sign when this time comes, when it helps you. It helped me at one point, some precious information from one astrologer. At one point it helps in life, just as helps or other things that we use, which are material things, but we use weather forecast. We use weather forecast, isn't it? We know it can be different than what is forecasted, but we use it. So we know, okay, I'm going to bring the umbrella or something like this. So this knowledge was there. If it's not uncomfortable for you, anybody had a bad sleep this night, or you did not sleep? Please raise your hands. 1, 2, 3. Don't be shy, please. 4, okay. Yeah, maybe you didn't sleep, or you slept very little and you don't know why. But if you observe the stars, and you will understand why. Purnima, full moon. Many people are influenced by the full moon even without knowing it. When there's full moon or this Shukla Ekadashi, onwards, you will see that your sleep is very light, or you don't sleep at all sometimes. On Purnima you don't sleep at all. Like ancient Indians, American Indians, they used to have when it's full moon, they used to fast all day and have a dancing outside, dancing, and since the waxing moon until since the full moon comes on until the horizon disappears. They knew about the energy of the moon. All these civilizations, they had this knowledge. Like place where I'm coming from is Croatia. For you who are from India, it's not Russia. It's far from Russia. It's Croatia. It's opposite to Italy. Small country with 5 million people. 4 million people now. 4 million people. But many devotees all over. So this Croatia, I'm from the south coast of Croatia, and there is one city there, it's called Dubrovnik, like famous touristic place, but that place is ancient. If you come there, you came Middle Ages and before, because they were very, very diplomatic, and they could protect themselves from the attackers by bribing and by, they were very expert diplomats. So if you go to Dubrovnik, you will think, I came into Middle Ages or before, because all this is still there, and these big walls not destroyed. So they had one rule, and that 1,000 years ago, it's documented. They had one rule for the government. It's like on the full moon night or day, full moon day, and south wind. Those who are from the coast of Croatia, they know what south wind means. It's just everybody is crazy. It's windy. Nobody is peaceful. A lot of quarrels, and so it said when this south wind is blowing, and this full moon night, no meetings are held. No meetings. Imagine what a powerful influence of the planets. They knew it. They studied it. They said no meeting is attended. And second thing, any criminal act will be only counted half on that day. Because they know it's probably going to happen. It's the influence of the planets. So this is why it is for us it's good to be educated, to educate ourselves a little bit, to just observe nature. And in this way we will be more connected with Krishna Lila. Because these are, then we will understand better what was happening, why this planet, what that planet, Full moon night. Full moon. Okay, so we see that there is some big, huge knowledge of these ancient civilizations, and we are just having some small glimpse of it, which is left today. So small, but precious. We have the most important thing. We have the most essential and the highest thing, and that is, we know what. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's best by chanting Hare Krishna and surrendering to Krishna. All problems solved. All problems solved. Okay, last thing that I wanted to actually mention is another point is how for me it's amazing. It's one purport which describes the beauty of Lord Krishna. It is in 4th canto, the song of Lord Shiva. 4th canto, song of Lord Shiva, when we instructed the Prachetas. So when in this song he came to the part when he describes the beauty of Krishna. One line says, Sarva Saundarya Sangraham, that Lord Krishna is the sum of all beauty, Sarva Saundarya Sangraham. The complete beauty of all beauties is Lord Krishna. And you could not imagine what Srila Prabhupada came with in the purport about when explaining this. At one point, Srila Prabhupada explained what it actually means besides other things. He says it means Lord Krishna likes to make his devotees glorified. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, he gave all credit for future devotees. He left all the credit for future devotees. And Srila Prabhupada says, this is Sarva Saundarya Sangraham. Wow. So we see that Chaitanya Lila is going on. Extension of Chaitanya Lila is going on. That's the point of parampara. What is the point of parampara? There's no meaning. If the same thing is not accessible, no? The same thing is accessible. Accessible? Accessible. Accessible again today. And we can see that. We can see the same things are happening. People leaving everything and fully surrendering to Krishna by contact. Their heart become, so much attracted. Especially when they hear the holy name, Just an example, one lady who is an actress in Croatia, famous actress. She was walking in capital of Croatia, and devotees were doing Harinam there, singing the Harinam. She was going to the job, and she just saw the devotees, and she forgot where she was going. For 15 minutes, she was just imbibing the kirtan. And after 15 minutes, she went to job, but she told me personally this after many years. She told me that her heart at that time was won over by Krishna. At that time, that is the real initiation. That was the initiation into the holy name, Hari Bol. And later she got initiated and everything. So this is only one example. There's only one example. So many people come just by, how is possible, just by chanting this mantra on the street, especially in the West. In India, I don't know the word here. But in the West, it's huge transformation just by hearing the mantra. Or just by reading the book. Just by reading a Prabhupada book, life transforms completely in another direction. This is the power of Lord Chaitanya that is going still on today. Still going today. So we are fortunate to be here. We are fortunate, very fortunate. Especially the Dham. You see, Srila Prabhupada brought the whole world to Vrindavan Dham. Amazing. What a plan. What a magical plan. And now, this Vrindavan Dham, you can think, oh, there are so many buildings, so much noise. And it didn't lose its power. Vrindavan didn't lose even a bit of its original power. Only if we are fortunate to access it. And I have witnesses. There are witnesses. There are people who don't know anything and who, live in wonderful places where there is beautiful nature. This is nothing for them. This is so much garbage and sewage and the noise and the rickshaws, and buildings and, dust, stool all around. What is this? But this, I'm taking from the material point of view, please. Just a materialistic point of view, As a materialistic person would judge it, But one of those materialistic persons, which I know, who lives in a wonderful place in nature, she came to Vrindavan Dham. She came all over India on the tour. She used to be a manager of some company. And I asked her, what was your favorite place of all the places you visited? She said, Vrindavan. He says, my heart just stuck there and I had to leave soon, but I want to come again there. I need to come again. Something special is there. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. If anybody has any, we still have a few minutes, if anyone has some burning question. Is a mic there? Anuradha, my wife. Hare Krishna. Yep.
Not a question really, but I'm just wondering about this translation of naga. Why is it translated as elephants? And I'm thinking maybe because of trunk of the elephant, because it reminds of snake. So
good logic. Good logic.
That's what came to.
I was speculating like anything else. You see, you can say ga is elephant, ga, because gaja, But this is negation, naga. And then you have elephant. So I was speculating like anything, but that's very good, very, very good thinking, Well, very good thinking. It could
maybe
be.
There are experts who know more, but this is what comes to my mind.
I'm going to definitely investigate. Monier Williams and others, I'm going to find out about this word. Anyone else? Thank you for, There are two more, okay. Who was first? Prabhuji there?
Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for the class. Prabhuji, I have a question with respect to Sridhar Swami's commentary. Mm-hmm. So he has said that so the Yadavas, they were eager to kill Jarasandha. So Uddhava, to caution them, he spoke this verse. And in this verse it said that Jarasandha is as strong as 10,000 elephants, and then nobody is as strong as Jarasandha except for Bhīma. But same Uddhava, he knows the supremacy of Krishna. So I'm trying to understand why Sridhar Swami gave this explanation to this verse.
This was on the mic, so Leela has to happen. The Leela has to happen. See, when Narada when Lord Krishna was glorifying Narada and asked him, please tell us what the Pandavas want to do, intend to do. Then Narada Muni replied, you are the master of Maya, of illusion, and you are putting this illusion on us like you don't know and you know everything. So Narada Muni, but not that devotees will always say this, they will comply with the Leela. They will comply with the Leela because they know that Lord Krishna has a purpose and they want to serve that purpose. Sometimes to serve the Lord's purpose, you have to accept glories on yourself, or you have to, expose someone else. Okay. There was Prabhuji there. Just to give one great example is like Radha Kund. Radha Kund. Everybody knows about Radha Kund. Nobody says Shyama Kund. Why? It's Lord Krishna's desire that Radharani is glorified, and Radharani doesn't protest because she loves Krishna. Next one example, no? Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, for the wonderful class. I was also perplexed to find the word Naga meaning elephants. Although in Bengali, Naga means snake, and then I have to refer to a dictionary where I found that Naga means snake and elephant. And then I remembered the stories that I need to read for my students, because I happen to be a private tutor earlier, and nowadays even I am. And by the mercy of the Lord, I have got the job of a teacher at Mathura. So I need to read stories where it was mentioned that a snake coiled around the part of the body of a particular person or an animal. Then it was found that it was not a snake, it was rather the trunk of an elephant, and that may be the reason. That may be the
excellent.
reason.
So that was what Anuradha Mataji said.
Yeah. Again, you see, when the elephant raises its trunk, it looks like even a snake from distance. That may be the reason.
So that might be the reason. So we have twice. So we need third one. Then it's definitely. Thank you so much. All goes to Shla. Do we have a time? Okay.
Yeah,
that's the last one, okay?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Pranam. Very wonderful class, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, my question is like, Krishna used to meditate every day, paying obeisances to ancestors and living entities and even demigods, as you were saying. So what we have to learn from this, like, is being Krishna, Supreme Person God, is doing that. So is it that we as a living entity should also follow something in this, or how do we understand this?
Obviously, Lord Krishna says to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, Yadyad acharati shreshta, whatever the shreshta, the influential person, famous person does, everyone will follow. So if I would cease to follow prescribed duties, Lord Krishna says, the world would collapse. So even I am following, Lord Krishna said. So he was following perfectly, actually, Lord Krishna. And obviously that he is teaching us. Definitely that's especially what he doesn't need. He doesn't need anything. At least he doesn't need any God, but we need it a lot. Therefore he teaches us to offer obeisances to all these different categories of living entities, including the category of general living entities, everybody. This is so important for spiritual life, because it will put you off the material mental platform. It put you, because there are some people who are evil, who do bad things, still you offer obeisances, to all the jivas, because jivas are pure, they are not contaminated, they just play the role in this world, karmic role. So this immediately brings enlightenment, so it's so important. Thank you for mentioning, because this should be always remembered again and again. daily that I should offer obeisance. I'm offering obeisance unto all the jivas as well, all the living entities. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam Grantha Raj ki jai. Hare Krishna.